Hi everyone, my name is Rit. I'm from a company called Median Solutions. We do payroll and a little bit of HR. And in this video, I would like to tell you a little bit about the funds and the deductions that are due to the National Bargaining Council for the road, freight and logistics industry. The first deduction that is due to the Bargaining Council is found in Clause 69 of the main agreement. These are the council levies. They are payable to the council each month by the 20th. For scheduled employees, the deduction is 0.4% based on their basic wage, and the employer pays an amount equal to that. The scheduled employees are contained in Schedule 5 of the main agreement, and you can watch our YouTube video on that just after this one. The other group of employees that pays levies are the extended bargaining unit employees. They are contained in Schedule 7, but they pay a lesser percentage of their basic wage to the Bargaining Council for levies, and again the company would contribute equally. Levies are basically used for the expenses of the Bargaining Council, and they entitle the payer to the dispute resolution functions of the Council. The next fund that is payable to the Bargaining Council is the Wellness Fund. Everything about the Wellness Fund is contained in Schedule 4 of the main agreement, and the amount that is payable is 1% on behalf of the employee and 1% that is payable by the employer. This amount is also based on the basic wage, and it doesn't fluctuate based on how many hours the employee worked in a month. This money is also payable to the Road Freight Bargaining Council by the 20th of each month, and it is basically a medical insurance. The third fund that is payable to the Bargaining Council is the Sick and Absence Fund. This is found in Clause 19 of the main agreement. The Sick and Absence Fund basically functions like a savings account for each employee, where the employer contributes 20% of each employee's weekly wage to the Bargaining Council on a monthly basis. And this is used to pay the employee when he or she is off sick. This means that the employer then does not have to pay the employee anything when that employee is off sick. The next fund that is payable to the Bargaining Council is the Leave Pay Fund. This is found in Clause 29 of the main agreement, and it basically relieves the employer of its responsibility to make payments to employees who go on annual leave. Based on the years of service of each employee, the employer would either contribute 25%, 28.34%, or 33.3% of the employee's basic weekly wage, and this is also payable to the Bargaining Council by the 20th of each month. The next fund that the employer contributes to the Bargaining Council is the Holiday Pay Bonus Fund. This is found in Clause 30 of the main agreement, and it is calculated as 36.08% of each employee's basic weekly wage. It's payable each month by the 20th. This fund acts as a savings account for bonuses, and in December of each year, the Bargaining Council then pays out that money to each employee in the form of a 13th check. This means that an employer doesn't have to pay employees directly over December's. All the money would be paid directly from the Bargaining Council. In Schedule 5, the Bargaining Council also obliges each employer to contribute towards a provident fund. This could be any fund of the employer's choice, but it needs to provide proof that the employees belong to a fund. As a payroll bureau, we understand how to set up all these funds on a payroll. So if you need any assistance with setting up your payroll or with processing your payroll, please give us a call.